It's always so quiet right at the beginning of my streams. I always forget to put something on in the background. Always, always. Well, whoops. Not that big a deal, I don't think. Let me see, what do I got? Let's play this. Nope, wrong. That was not... That's wrong. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna maybe... There, that should be fine. Well, folks, I'll have that on a little bit in the background. Let me know if that's good enough or bad. So, I have not streamed any of the rest of this at all. It's not on any kind of video footage anywhere. So, let me catch you up to speed if you're watching with me. So, we are playing as Clive Rosfield, who is the first heir apparent to the Rosfield Duchy. However, he is not born a dominant. A dominant is somebody who controls the powers of an icon. An icon is basically a summon. Phoenix, Garuda, Titan, Leviathan, you get the idea. So, he was not born the dominant of the Phoenix, which was the whole point of his birth, and his including, you know, his mother being included in the Duchy of Rosaria. It's a whole thing. He's not born of the Phoenix, so his mother hates him because he's not of the Phoenix, which makes her look weak, I guess. I don't know. She's just kind of generally... I'll save you the time. She's generally just an awful person. So his brother Joshua, who's younger than him by a little bit, is born the dominant of the Phoenix. Wow, okay. So, yeah, obviously, we are then kind of tossed aside in favor of our brother for the dukedom, the duchy. So he's going to be duke now. We're not even part of the equation. I don't know how loud that is for you, but that just got like really loud for me. There, that's probably better, I think. Jesus. So, we aren't going to be Duke anymore. Our best bet is to become a First Shield, which is basically Royal Guard. So, now we're supposed to be a Royal Guard. Our brother is heir to the Duke. We are celebrating something, I forget specifically what, but then we're invaded. We're invaded by enemy forces because there's like 3 or 4 different people at war all at the same time. So they're invaded by Imperial forces. This is the Duchy of Rosaria, so we're unaligned with them. The Imperial army of Sanbreque appears and kills everybody, blows up everything, ruins everything. I'll keep a little bit of the twist. I'll try and run with some of the twist. So we are trying to escape this clearly planned assassination mission, and we're not doing a great job. And Joshua blows up as the dominant of the Phoenix, and he's like wreaking havoc and shit. And then all of a sudden, you know, kind of among the Sanbreque forces and stuff, all of a sudden here explodes this like big fire giant thing out of nowhere, and it just starts beating the shit out of Phoenix, and they battle for a while, and eventually this new big they're calling it the second dominant of fire. It reaches straight into the heart of the phoenix and just rips it right out, right? So this fucking dead, right? Okay, so it kills it once, and then it rebirths because it's a phoenix, and then it dies again, and then that one's pretty final. I don't know why it doesn't rebirth infinitely, considering it's the Phoenix. But then again, how is there a changing of the guard on the dominant of the Phoenix if you can just be reborn every time that you die? So I don't know if it has to be like recharged, but Phoenix down revives everybody. I don't know. All right, I'm not gonna pretend that I know. This is giving a really weird tone to the lines that I'm saying because we're nowhere near the end. So our father's killed. Our brother appears to be dead. We escape semi-unscathed. Everyone else appears to be killed. And then our mother shows up and is just like, gotcha, psych, I did it. And it's like, why would you do that to anybody ever? Like, what a horrible thing to do, right? Very weird. So she's, revealed then to be this extraordinarily shitty person. Whole thing. We get like it's like a 7 or 10 year flash forward. Now we've got this big old tattoo on our cheek. We're part of like an assassination crew. Now we're what's called branded. And it's just as simple as having a brand on your face. And it's to indicate to other people that you can channel magic without using a crystal. Surprise, it's not like standard FF magic where anybody can do it. Now you need to be a special breed of person, and these people are subjugated. They are controlled by the government and by the armies to obey and do what people tell them. They're slaves. They're literally bought and traded, and they're treated horribly, and it's this miserable scenario, and we're branded too, and that's what kind of pushes us into the depth of it. We were already aware that this was kind of happening, but under the Duchy of Rosaria, people who could use magic were not treated poorly. They were treated relatively well. If I recall correctly, they're treated as equals even. The Duchess of Rosaria has been so far gone that it's hard to remember what it was like, even just playing it. It's very fascinating. Because it just feels like every single person who can cast magic is horribly oppressed. They're beaten. Everybody tries to kill them. It's terrible. So we're fighting for the liberation of and the freedom of bearers and dominants, because dominants are treated basically the same way, which is weird because they've got all the power, but they're subjugated. It's this very strange paradoxical dynamic. But it's fascinating. We run into, on this journey, we're trying to kill the dominant of Shiva. I got maybe a little off track there, but we're trying to kill the dominant of Shiva. So we are hunting him down, and we're almost there, and we discover that the dominant of Shiva that has awoken was our childhood friend, Jill. Doesn't that just figure? So we don't want her dead, obviously, because we know her and we value her, and we didn't know that she had become a dominant. So we kill all of our assassin party, and we escape with Jill. And I'm misremembering events a little bit. But then I believe, not long after that, we meet Sid. And Sid is a fucking badass. He can cast magic, he can do stuff, so we just assume he's another bearer. He doesn't ever tell us specifically. We go on a couple adventures with him. He teaches us that he has been part of this secret underground force that he's been with for a long time, and they're specifically fighting to free bearers. Really long story short, we're engaged suddenly with this entirely deeply political plot. Okay, I gotta look at this one. What the fuck am I listening to? Pac-Man World? I don't think so. Yeah, this is fine. We're thrust into this strange political scenario where the Empire of Sanbreque is a holy empire ruled by one man who has complete and total... We're talking like power trip levels of authority. Anything he says is God's law. It's insane. So he just wants the world, it seems, at least. We haven't seen much of him, so we don't know if he has like deeper aspirations, but he's just kind of a general... He's a douche. The Iron Kingdom is kind of just an island chain that's trying to use bearers and dominance to, conquer more land and shit. Nothing crazy. Duchess of Rosaria seemed to kind of not have any active hostilities, whereas they were trying to invade, mostly defend, it appeared. The Republic of Dalmekia is just out for blood. Everybody's fighting over... God, I'm dancing all over the place. Everybody is fighting over the possession of these gigantic crystal mountains called Mother Crystals. Mother Crystals are where you get crystals from. So, a crystal must be used to cast magic by a normal, non-bearer, non-dominant. So, crystals are very valuable because they contain aether, and they can bring life, and you can summon water and fire, and you can move earth, and you get the idea. So, everybody uses these crystals. Well, we don't care about crystals because we can just use magic innately because we are branded. So, Sid goes on to kind of reveal to us that he and the dominant of Garuda were once in a relationship, and then she... I don't remember if she basically sold her soul to the system or what, but he was like, I can't keep doing this shit. They're keeping our people locked up and suppressed, and I just can't stand that. And so he went off to do the freedom fighting, and she wouldn't go with him. So she held that against him that he left, and he kind of held it against her that she didn't go. It seems kind of like he was trying to forgive her, or was mostly forgiven, or he had mostly forgiven her. Point is that they were not in good shape. So they fight, they tussle, nothing good happens, and somewhere in this it's revealed to us that the dominant of Titan, who was trying to kill our friend earlier, whole thing. Yeah, I'm skipping over a lot of stuff and just saying whole thing, but man, there's so much shit. There's so much shit. So that guy, his name is Hugo Kupka. He is kind of in charge of the Dalmekian Republic because they not worship, but they heavily respect Titan. It's strange. It's kind of like a power matters type thing, and Titan is as strong as it gets in the Dalmekian Republic. I mean, he's their dominant, so it's a whole... It seems to be like the way that their power structure is that he kind of calls the shots and can get away with whatever he wants to. So he is in a relationship with the dominant of Garuda. Like, they got together after Sid broke up with her. So there's this really complicated... She's working for the Empire, he's working for the Republic. Everybody kind of knows about it. It's a really poorly kept secret. So after Sid and... I'm forgetting her name, which is why I haven't said it. Oh, god damn it. It's B something. It's a dumb name. It's a weird name. Anyway, damn it. So we chase her down, and we beat the shit out of her, and we in a really fucking weird scene, just kind of like put her hand up to her chest or something. I don't recall specifically what happens. But we pull her power out of her. And then she's unable to communicate with Garuda, who is she's the dominant of Garuda, so normally they can communicate. She can't use Aether. She just gets like shut down. And now we've got like wind magic and stuff. So it's like, okay, we just like stole her shit, infamous second stun style. Okay. But like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, people can't just do that. That's not a common thing. Nobody questions us on it. Nobody goes like, that's fucking weird, dude. You shouldn't be able to do that. People are just like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. Alright, fine. Then we kind of grow more accustomed with the fighting force. We do more stuff for them. Eventually, trying to think if I'm doing this in the correct order. Eventually, Cid reveals that he is the dominant of Rama. I think I'm saying that right. So we've got 3 fucking dominants on our side here. We've got... Alright, well... No, we've got 2 dominants on our side. I'm miscounting. And we are chasing down, now that we've kind of gotten familiar with the hideout, and we've gotten help, and we've gotten out, and we're not really bound by being assassins anymore. What we want to do is we want to find the person who killed our brother. We want to find the guy who's this second dominant of fire and killed our brother, because that we just haven't gotten over that, dude. So we tell Cid, like, hey man, thanks for this, I really appreciate that, and I really like that you're fighting for our freedom, like, that's super cool, but I need to do this thing. Maybe I'll be back, but this is really not like what I was aspiring to do. So we leave, Cid goes and does his thing, and we discover that the person who killed our brother is us. We are the second dominant, and we are the dominant of Ifrit. Well, that kind of fucks things up. So we're like, well, then I must atone for my sin of killing my own brother. Like, that's fucked up of me. I can't just get away scot-free from that. I'm gonna kill myself. That's probably gonna get me super demonetized, but that's literally what happens. And Cid is like, whoa. How does that make any sense? You're not doing any atoning. You're getting out of jail free. If you're gonna atone, you should do good things, which is a logical conclusion. So he convinces us to work for them again, and he goes, and in the process, I want you to understand that people have been citing another dominant, and if you're the second dominant, who's this other guy? And Clive's like, okay, yeah, good point, fine. Jesus Christ, it's really, there's a lot. So then a Lord Margrace enters the scene, and this guy's got the powers of a dominant. So the question is, like, is this the Phoenix with a new dominant already? Like, that's really quick. It doesn't usually happen that fast. And it usually happens within a specific bloodline, and this guy doesn't really seem to be part of that bloodline. Oh, fucking Christ. So, Benedicta. There we go. There's her name. Holy hell. Benedicta Harmon. Once we kill Benedicta, I don't fucking know why he does this. Cid cuts off her head and sends it to Hugo Kupka in a box, 7 style. Why would you do that to, like, a mortal enemy of yours? That just is so stupid. But whatever, what do I know? I have never been a fucking dominant of lightning and had enemies that could literally crush mountains. What do I know? What do I know? Fine. You know what? You want to stir the pot? Maybe you got a good reason for it. He really didn't. It completely backfired. I don't know why he did it. So, fuck. Hold on. D&D crew's asking me a D&D question. I'm thinking about the answer, and I don't know about that. So, how does it happen? So now Hugo is on our ass because he's like, Sid killed my girlfriend, soon-to-be wife slash lover slash whatever. I'm gonna fucking murder him. Like, I already had a problem with him. Now I'm gonna fucking hunt his ass down and kill him like a dog. And it's like, alright, well, I mean, he's kind of sort of a little bit asking for it right now, but okay. So, we go off understanding that our mission now from Sid, he's like, I've got something crazy to tell you. And we're like, okay, sure, hit us. And he says to us, his actual take is, hey, so there's this big blight spreading across the world, and it's basically just death. Like, all the life drains out of a place because the aether saps away. He goes, that is happening faster and more all over the place because the mother crystals are draining the planet of aether. So now it's Final Fantasy VII. Alright. So now we have to blow up the mother crystals because they're draining the earth of magic. And it's, I guess, as simple as finding the heart of the crystal and it just blowing it up. Like, it's really not that hard. You just kind of have to target it. But whatever. What do I know? I don't know why no one else has done this before. Because how has Sid been the only one to draw this conclusion? Which brings me to the point in the stream here, folks, where I tell you that I was right on the fucking money from the beginning, because when I was starting to play this game, I said, oh boy, I sure hope we get another Warriors of Dark game, because we have only had, like, 2, kind of. And we got it! Our goal is to blow up the crystals, because the crystals are bad. That's exactly the plot of a dark hero. Yes. Okay, cool. Fantastic. We're going to be enemies of the world, but we're going to have saved it. Great job for us. Well, sort of. So, while we've been being Ifrit and kind of learning that we're this second dominant of fire, we've been hearing a voice that is not Ifrit, because we are Ifrit, speaking to us. And it calls us Mythos, and it's very weird, and we don't know what it is, but it wants us constantly to show it how powerful we are. And we do. I mean, it puts us up against some serious challenges, and eventually, once we destroy the Mother Crystal... Okay, so we target the Mother Crystal at Sanbreque, because the Sanbreque army is stretched too thin. They know that they kind of know they're going to go down, so they kind of basically forfeit their capital city, and they go for neutral territory. They make a real shitty move, and they violate, like, a universal treaty and target neutral land. And that's all kinds of fucked up. But while they're doing that, we break into, it's called Drake's Head. That specific Mother Crystal is called Drake's Head. We break into Drake's Head, we destroy the heart of the crystal, and while we're kind of like recovering from that, because Sid does it as Rama, instead of just letting us do it, he insists on doing it. Whatever. And after the Mother Crystal heart is blown up, there's like a reality warp that forms in its place, and like lasers shoot out and pierce straight through Sid like 3 times. So that's bad, you know, like that's really bad. And we are like pulled into the portal by this thing, and we beat the shit out of it after like 3 phases. And then it reveals itself its true form, which is this creature called Ultima. That you're up to date on Ultima, because I don't know whatever else. Sid knew who Ultima was, and Joshua knew who Ultima was, but we don't know shit, and Jill doesn't know shit, and no one else knows shit. So we're playing on guesswork. But Sid dies, saving us from being absorbed by Ultima. Then we get, like, knocked out. And then Joshua shows up while we're unconscious, because of course he has to show up while we're unconscious. Surprise! Joshua's not dead. Joshua was that guy I mentioned earlier, Lord Margrace, who has been part of the equation, but in, like, really mostly to pull us from point A to point B, so it's a little non-memorable. But Joshua shows back up, and he's exactly kind of the way I wanted him to be. He's like a super souped-up white mage. With, Firaga, but whatever, it is what it is. So he shows up, and he does this weird fucking thing with Ultima, and he like cages him in fire and seals Ultima in a cage of fire into his own heart. Badass. Impressive. Really talented use of magic. But weird as fuck. Is that the only way you could have done that? I don't know. Like, I don't quite even know what he did yet. So we know that Joshua's alive because we found Phoenix down, which does not it's not like a common thing. It's not like you can just get Phoenix down at every store like you can in a normal Final Fantasy game. It only comes from the Phoenix. So we know our brother's alive, which means we didn't kill them, which means we have nothing to atone for. I mean, I guess attribute it to childish behavior and that brothers get into fights. Fine. Good for them. So now Clive is trying to save... Hang on. Yeah, we can't do that one. Yeah, it's good. Oh, where the fuck was I? Okay, so Joshua seals away Phoenix, and we take the power of Rama from Sid, because Sid is going to die. It's inevitable. We can't do anything to stop it. So we take the power of Rama from Sid, and we take the name from him. So we now call ourselves Sid. We are Sid the Outlaw. He is old Sid. Okay. Oh, also, our dog has been there the whole time. We have a dog. He's a badass dog. We thought he died. He didn't die. Sid raised him. We took him back. That's all there is to say about Torgal. I mean, he's a dog. There's only so much dimension you can give a dog. So then also we get our bird. We had a white chocobo when we were younger, named Ambrosia, and then we went through the horrible tragedy that was Phoenix Gate, where we killed our brother, and then killed our brother, and then thought we killed our brother actually, and then we didn't, and then blah, blah, blah. We thought our bird had died in that mess. Our dad did. Everyone else did. We thought our bird did. Our bird did not. Our bird went on to become their own flock leader. We rescue our bird, yay. We are now in charge of the Freedom Force. We have surgically removed our brand. 5 years have passed since Sid's death. The Empire of Senbrek has now centralized itself in that neutral territory that they violated treaties to get to. While we were away blowing up the Mother Crystal and Sid was dying, Hugo Kupka had discovered where our hideout was and slaughtered damn near everybody, and only some people got out. Miraculously, all of the NPCs that we shop with got out. What a blessing that is. So, we relocated to a spot in the middle of the ocean in what is named an airship. Everybody calls it an airship, and I swear to God, if this thing doesn't take off the ground, I'm going to get so mad. I'm going to get so goddamn mad and angry about it. And if this is just called an airship base the entire fucking game, I'm going to go crazy about it. Because they keep talking about how these Fallen have such advanced technology, and yet we've only seen a couple of them, and also there's weird ghosts all over the place, and you can't convince me these things are unrelated, because surely they're related. There's no reason that they wouldn't be related, because they're right next to each other. So the Fallen did some weird voodoo sci-fi bullshit where they stripped their souls and consciousness away from each other or some nonsense. For Christ's sake, we're fighting things called liches, so something is afoot. A lot of people died. Now we're centralized, so that way we can't just be killed like that again, except Leviathan is super duper gonna show up because it's just in the middle of water, so Leviathan's just gonna show up and fucking kill us. I don't know why they're thinking that they're safe. They know that Leviathan exists. Freaks. Anyway, so now what we're doing, fuck, I don't even remember what I'm doing. I think I'm hunting down black shields right now. Black shields are like how do I want to describe them? I guess a specialized force of knighted people who do the Queen's bidding in hunting down Dominance and Branded and beating them, killing them, kidnapping them, torturing them, burning them, like all kinds of fucked up shit. So yeah, right now we're just kind of killing a shitload of those dudes. And it's like the equivalent of when Wolfenstein is like, yeah, dude, they're Nazis, go nuts. It's like, yeah, these dudes keep slaves, and they are like beyond abominable about it. Like, there's just, it's like, they're just really like the fucking worst. If you show any kind of sympathy or empathy, they beat the shit out of you and kill you too. It's like, holy fuck. Jesus Christ, you guys are freaks. Like, I don't feel any empathy for you. Like, you're horrible. You deserve to die. You know, like, fuck. So, right now, we are... I'm going to recap myself on my actual mission in a moment. But right now, what I am about to play is that we are in a side town, side district, I guess. We are in a district of the port town that used to be a major capital, but since the Duchy of Rosaria fell apart, it's now worthless. It's been abandoned, everybody's been killed, whatever. So, we're in the Lazarus district, which used to be the wealthy district. We were ambushed by thieves and bandits, and we beat the shit out of them just to discover that, oh, hey, we know that guy. And that guy was one of the shields of Rosaria. His name is Sir Wade. And he used to look like a fucking moron. And I'm going to show it off during stream because he looked like a goddamn idiot. The outfits they had were really fucking ugly, dude. They had, like, actual, like, yokes around their neck. It's like, that's just fucking weird. It's just weird. Why would you wear that as an army? It's just bad. A horrible, bad idea. I know you need throat protection, but there's stuff that looks less, like, ridiculous. So anyway, now he is, like, he's like, hey, the Duchy of Rosaria got dissolved, so what the fuck do I have to do? So he's freedom fighting. He's basically doing what we're doing. We're all on the same page. It's pretty great. So this is in the middle of a conversation that we're having with him.
Seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
So Wade, the Black Shields are broken cap.
We've seen to it that there's...
They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Okay, so there you go. There's that cutscene. And you are pretty much... This is where we're coming out. Immediately after that. There's our dog. There's our friend. We have a quest called Cock and Ball. Keep up with it. Alright, we're going to get a lot of dust and teeth as rewards. And we're going to be really thankful about it.
Oh, buck up, man. At least you're not dead.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
Yeah, sure could have.
We'll show them that the fire in our hearts is not so easily quenched. In the flesh. The Black Shields won't know what hit them.
What do you got for me, Quartermaster?
Welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
Oh my god, dude, these Gaia blades. I don't want them. Desert Rose. Despite its rose-like appearance, this delicate sandstone formation found in the deserts of Dalmekia is no rose, but instead an inexplicable peculiarity of nature. A reminder that humankind will never fully comprehend the world in which we live. It is also said to bring good luck. Yay, good luck. I'll spend $400 on a high potion, sure. I'm not gonna spend 20,000 elixirs, though. Thanks. Alright, Wade, what do you got for me?
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will
Destiny
call
2's
for
updated. Cool.
reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills.
So we're gonna flank him.
This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company.
That's not an answer.
I doubt I could have done this on my own.
So you're not giving me...
That was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good.
Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Clive will often be joined by various companions. Yep, that's true. It's happened a lot. Okay. Keen to lend their insistence, however, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Okay, so certain people will join me for certain tasks. Fair enough. Alright, let's go kick some ass.
We'll keep them from the bridge. Don't you worry.
Is there anything up here? No, probably not.
Life depends upon it.
Brother Wade. Good for you, dude. Hey, here's a treasure chest. Let's guess. How many teeth? Put your votes in now, folks. Ooh, no teeth. Just silk. Not as gross, but just as useless.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Thanks. I've already got it, though. Oh. We're also going to struggle to open doors a lot.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Okay. Not a lot of ability points to spend. I think my gear's all alright. What was I checking? I wanted to check something. Oh, right. Is this? Yeah, that's use. I wanted to check just how many... God, I've got so much magic dash and so many sharp fangs. Oh, yeesh. It's literally just dust and teeth. Hundreds and hundreds of dust and teeth. Oh yeah, I wanna... It's such a weird call for a chocobo. Hey, here's a bunch of chocobo. And people.
Look at me sideways. How is the Black Shields?
Oh, okay.
Come along now. We'll find another bridge.
The bastards are lucky I didn't have one.
Are they? Are they lucky?
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Oh, we're gonna kick some ass, folks. I hope you're ready for this. Alright, so if you weren't aware, always, mage first.
We bear a message for the Viceroy. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then
See what I mean?
Die along with your flame!
They're just the worst.
For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
It always takes me a minute to get back into it. Yeah, kick him right in the nuts.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Get the fuck out of here. Jesus.
More dragons.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say
Oh yeah, now we can really just beat the shit out of stuff with a break. Oh yeah, and if you precision dodge, you get huge bonus. Cool. Kind of fucked it up right at the end, but it's fine.
A
Okay,
noble stand,
oh, Jesus.
albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
In what capacity, you dragoon shithead? Get him!
There's
There
no
we
enough
go.
to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him.
Big judgment bolt. Got him. He was not that hard. Ooh, Imperial Link. Like these. Dragon Talon, Weirite, Sharp Fang. Yay! Dust! How's my audio balancing? Am I really bad? I've been trying to adjust it.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I.
Yeah.
The plan worked.
I think that's the best Judgment Bowl I could have gotten.
It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop
Alright.
the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well.
Dude,
She'll
I am
move
down to
swiftly
just
see her
literally...
minions' ranks replenished.
I am fine with
And then it will
slaughtering every fucking black shield there is, man. Like, we can just hunt those bastards down. It's not a
Begin
big deal.
again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve.
Way
We
beyond that
battled to
extra
preserve the
shit.
flame
Calm
that
down,
was,
man.
But for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will.
We got a real
For as
patriot
long as
around
the
here.
Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the duchy cannot die.
Goddamn
And
right.
her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
Here, here.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Fucking Wade's gonna be Shadow Ruler when we finally fucking get back Rosaria. Dude behind the fucking throne, like, my lord, of course, it's a brilliant idea. Here's some dust as a reward. Fuck.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And
4 years
appearances
old.
must be
Just
maintained.
talking mad shit, you're right.
Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant.
Good for him.
Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Yeah, we
I'll
are.
have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
God
I
knows.
might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display
Jesus
it, and
Christ.
those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I'm going to... I'm gonna be covered in seals.
Be
I'm gonna have
sure that you
seal
do.
armor.
I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Are they confirming he's dead? Look at this fucking guy. He looks so fucking stupid. Boy Scout badges. Dude, no, not Boy Scout badges. I'm going to have a mech suit composed exclusively of these fucking like, pins that I can put on my goddamn clothes.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need...
Childhood trauma badge, yes, sir.
Go on now, my lord.
Oh, now you won't follow me? Fucker. Only joins me for a minute and then just fucking bails. Fine. Got the I'm in romantic love with my fake sister badge. That is a really hard badge to get, dude. Like, for real. Don't underestimate it.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Who did we say we are? Do I have a new name? No. Oh, here they come.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
Yeah, it's us.
Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
I knew it! We're like, yeah, I'll be that funny Conan the Barbarian-esque.
Infectious flax wench? Even in death, must thou plague me still?
Bro has a degree in acting. Yes, and.
Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
So I played the cutscene previously, but we are here seeking, and I forgot to say this verbally, we are here seeking Byron Rosfield, our uncle, to be our financier in terms of the freedom fighting. Just to discover he's already been financing the freedom fighting, but someone else has been doing the fighting. Not our freedom fighting. Same side, because he's been basically refunding the duchy, but like he didn't know we were alive, we weren't working together, but now we're kind of sync up. Younger brother of the late Archduke Elwyn and Warden of Port Isolde, after the duchy was incorporated into the Empire and Byron stripped of his titles, he shut himself away in his manor and gladly volunteered every gill of the onerous taxes and tariffs with which he was newly burdened, all to avoid drawing the Empire's ire, and to keep their attentions from his support for the Guardians of Flame. There we go. So, there's the big reveal.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
Might not have Dad, but we got Diet Dad. You got that right.
I have a
And
favor to ask.
he's a rich uncle, too. He's not your weird uncle. He's your rich uncle. Unfathomably wealthy.
Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
Hey, something's going right for us for
See
once.
that you use the good...
So, in about how many minutes do you think they're gonna fucking kill our uncle in front of us and ultra traumatize Clive? I'm guessing between 10 to 20 minutes from now. Based uncle, bro, is this too much to ask for in all our lives? Yes, they're going to kill him. He's going to be murdered right in front of our very eyes. It's just a matter of when. Rutherford. Manservant to Lord Byron Rosfield, his daily duties touch all aspects of running his master's manor, whether that be the welcoming of the guests, the preparation of meals, or the polishing of the intrepid nobleman's trophy collection. Maybe not very quick, but in exorbitant fashion for sure. The Saint in the Sectary, a beloved Valestan fable wherein the good knight Sir Crandall of Camelot, servant of St. Sybil the Unshod, does battle against the evil warlock Madhu. The story was a favorite of the young Clive Rosfield, and he would often act out scenes with his uncle, the young knight naturally taking the role of Sir Crandall, and the rambunctious Uncle Byron making a convincing Madhu.
Plates, Rutherford.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
Sure will. Literally, because he paid for it.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
This is like a shockingly uplifting scene.
What I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Things are gonna go bad very soon. Things don't stay good for Clive. Of course he has a cutlass. Dude's a merchant class.
Over there. Go on. She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once
Wait
out
until
of
he's a traitor too. Yeah, he
the
fucking
bearers
forks
across
us
the
over
border
to the
seem
Empire
trust
for
us
some
in the
goddamn
space of
reason.
3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice.
Yeah, because otherwise they would have killed
Because
you.
once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's.
Jill, we all commit some crimes in the passion of war.
I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all.
And then we came back into your life, and now you know what feeling is again.
I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand?
Are you saying we should kill you?
I want to choose a different path, a better path.
Where we kill you?
To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
By having us kill you? I guess we'll do
When you
it.
do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Killing you.
Thank you, Clive.
You're welcome. I'm guessing you're gonna drop
I must
loot.
atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
That's literally what's gonna happen, yeah.
Just
Time to get Shiva, yeah.
promise me that you won't die with it.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Oh, great. Okay. It's fantastic. Love that. Jesus, we went quite a ways. Alright, time to go back home. It's mandatory. Here be monster. Gee.
Only the Founder knows what it was.
Bruh. She just said. Oof. She lives here, man. That's... Dude.
It is in the Iron Kingdom, but Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Oh, right, I need to go down here. Oh, it's just deeply insensitive. Hey man, here's the plant shit you needed. Cock and ball. Yeah!
Well, did you find me some wax?
Better
Fine
than
is
that.
one way of putting it.
course it's in my pocket. Where else would it be?
Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Of course it's the Argo.
So your boat has a name. I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Badge of Might +1 increases attack by 12. Not worth it, but interesting. Jesus, that is fucking really loud, isn't it? Fucking peaked super high when he just pulled the lever. Alright, there's shit to do around here.
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious. Creature hunting quests for food. Alright. Fine. Fine. Time to find a Marlboro King. Yummy!
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver.
No, I don't
From
think
spit
so.
roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of
So I have to do it.
Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Fine.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine. I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molling's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Punch him. I'm going on a fucking food fetch quest. Ooh, that means I get something.
I could have sworn we had a few. Typical nobles.
How did we never
Hey there.
It's being posted every...
What do you got for me?
Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time.
We need a lot more
Something's
liquor
getting
than
down.
that.
And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
He respects me? Fine. Fuck.
Fine. If you think it will help.
Knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Tell you, man, these would be much better if he slugged him right at the end of the quest acceptance. They'd be much funnier. That's all I'm saying.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Oh, do. Off limits, that means you. Why? Hey, Blackthorn. What did you just say?
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil, shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got...
She's still selling it. What?
What you came for? Now piss off.
All right, we're going.
You're not a universal supersmith? So it's the end of the world?
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force
This
of
guy
nature.
makes Levin Bolton is stuck on a curious. Yeah. Like what?
Storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Also, yeah, it's just leather.
Pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
At least I get something out of this one.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a monster. He's Torgal. And he'd take a liking to you too if you gave him as many nuts as Nan does.
How many nuts do you give my dog?
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
Jesus.
He did tell me something, though. A pan...
Do you know where he is? No. Not at all. Couldn't tell you. You could torture me and I'd never know. Oh, alright. Except, he did tell me that his street address and his city and his zip code, and he told me the hours of the day where he's awake and home. And I was actually in his house. And he's over here under the counter, actually. Social Security number. His next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves. Why did you think this was irrelevant?
Greaves. Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe. Cairnorvin, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
Would we?
At least you admit it.
So...
Would we?
It sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets.
Band of the Hawk.
See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
You're gonna be no help at all.
Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
We will track him down. He will do nothing. Another quest. Oh, use the hunt board. Yeah, literally, I'm going to go double check and make sure he had it right, because he's probably wrong. Hello. What's up, Nectar? Ask about griffin sightings. Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin, Kupo? Then do I have the billet for you, Kupo, an especially horrible one the locals called Dosmar. Dosmare? While passing along the trail from Lostwing to Cairnorvin, one of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind so strong that it bent back the trunks of the old oaks and heard a cry so terrible that he ran for his life. Questioning the locals revealed that this area was the nesting place of the elder griffin known as Dosmare, a beast much hated for its appetite for both chocobos and children. I don't work tomorrow, so yes, I'm good to be up. I did! I used it to locate the griffin. How come you're keeping me on this... What? Cairnorvin West Gate. Why are you... I can't go anywhere. Oh, yes, I can. Cairnorvin. Where the fuck is Cairnorvin? Is that north or... Cairnorvin. Cairnorvin. Oh, what the fuck was it? Damn it, let me read it again. Between where and where? Cairnorvin and... It's a B, though. Might be stupid to try this, but... I get a big upgrade. Lost Wing to Cairn Orban. Okay. Alright. Plenty of space to explore. I can actually just go south from Northreach, I think, and that should be fine.
Keep them pilchards nice and chill.
Look at this place.
Let's go.
There you go. That's better.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Ambrosia! Yep. Okay. Should be down this way. Probably gonna get my ass kicked? Yeah, probably. This particular segment of land is reminding me of the entrance to Gransis in Dragon's Dogma. I'm on my way to Cairn Orban. I don't know. Oh, that's an exit. That's not what I want. Okay. So is it over here then?
We're not alone.
Yeah, it's really not that big a fucking deal. I know I'm not going the way that I was looking at on the map.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
That was very hard. Superbly difficult. Actually, it would still be faster to just teleport.
Keep them pilchards nice and chill.
Look at this place.
Still weird. Still
Good
weird.
girl.
I wish I could, like, pin almost.
Yeah.
Oh, duh, there it is. Sheesh. How did I not see that before? Oh my god. Alright. Nope, that's a harpy, not a griffin. Well, I might as well kill it. Remind myself where I'm sitting.
Thanks, girl.
Oh, shit, this is another hunt. Aruna, rank C. This is that angel of death. Whoopsie.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy. Nice try.
Should have waited. Didn't mean to do that one. Yep. Okay, cool. Still got it. Nice. Let's end this. There we go. That's one. That's a lot of cash. Clouded Eye. To see the pattern on the surface of the spherical... Oh, I've already got one of these.
Rest well. I know I will. That's better. Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Weird that they'd pack them so close together, but... Hey, whatever.
All right. Be safe.
Oh, neat. Cool. That was easy. Exceptional combat. Thank you, my friend. I'm trying my hardest. Maximal effort. With combat like that, how can murder be wrong? If they're really gonna make me fight it in this tiny fucking... Oh, good timing. Get down here. Oops, not what I wanted. That's fine. Jesus! Get absolutely fucking eviscerated. Griffin's head breed. Right? That's what I read. Griffin's head breed. Okay, while it's true that large felines make a home of the Dalmekian deserts, tales of a flying lion with a mane of living flame and a rage just as hot are fallacious. Most likely the result of a chance encounter with a long-haired cat ill-starred enough to have been caught in a brush fire. Increases burning blade damage by 7%. I don't use it. I should. It's good. But I don't. Same way I don't use Aurora. I can even keep them both held and release them both, but I don't do that at all. Right now, where the hell is this Griffin? Like, for real. I'm almost through to Lost Wing. No, you don't do that. You don't. No. Look, I have no particular fear, specifically, of spiders, but you don't fucking do that, dude. Fucking Kingdom Hearts ass music going on in the background here. Okay, so I'm going to try that again, I guess. I don't know how I missed it.
Alright, not here.
No Chocobo here, I guess. Chocobo here is fine. Okay, hello, Ambrosia. I don't know how you did that.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Ambrosia, my mistake. So I'm following that path that guy took. It's making it sound like I'm going to be not able to see it coming, and it will just suddenly jump upon me, which is fine, but I don't know. Thanks for doing most of the work, guys. I really do appreciate it. Karlavos. It's down here. A gill bug. Not fucking worth it. This is gonna be a stupid fight.
Over here!
You're finished.
Lots of XP and stuff just for hanging out with big buff medallions. Am I really? How am I missing a griffin? Got nearly 1,000 ability points, do I? Oh shit, I do. Oh, I can upgrade Limit Break. I can upgrade Will of the Wykes. Nullifying up to 4 attacks is pretty sick. Let's see, I could upgrade Rook's Gambit again, but I don't want to do that. Same with Gouge. Flames of Rebirth would be interesting. I think I'll do Will of the Wykes. Put points into my defensive. Upgrade Charged Magic while I'm at it. I guess I'll kill these Chocobo and see if that does anything for me. Jesus. Alright, that was maybe a little much. Huh.
Safe.
Hello? Shot lock, please. I do make it look easy, because it is easy. I guess I'll ask the locals, since I can't fucking spot it. If they'll even tell me.
The granaries are almost empty. If you're looking to partake in the Meadows bounty, now might be your last chance.
Not at all what I care about.
You'll not find a bruised pippin in the... Fresh cuts! Come and get them before they're gone.
Anybody?
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that price?
Flood has finally spread to the worm.
But that'd mean half of Oriflamme's under ether.
I'm sorry. Oh. Are they gonna Noah's Ark this bitch? Are they gonna go like, alright, surprise, the Aether Flood covers the world except for the bearers and dominants that are on the airship that survive.
Reach now that all the highborn have fled south.
Look at this place. We spent half a day getting here and full.
Over here! Go, Paul!
I'm in the right space. I don't know where this fucking griffin is supposed to be, because there does not appear to be a day-night cycle.
Come on. Faster!
Plenty of Dragon Avis.
This won't be easy.
It'll be fine. Just get off the fucking... yeah, like that. Want help? Is it dumb? Am I missing something really stupid? Seems a particular little spot. Alright. Give me a general sense then, if you don't mind. or near Norvent Valley. Okay. It's like down here. It seems like where the harpy was. This? Oh, they meant this way? Oh, that's so dumb. When I hear Lostwing to Caer Norvent, I would think you would go this way because it's the simplest path. Whatever. Alright, whatever. Alright, I don't feel bad about that one then. I would have stumbled into that eventually. Getting out of here, I need like a 3D map. Yeah, this way. Okay. Alright, I'll get it now.
Good girl.
Alright, let's go beat up a griffin. Or try to, at least. Alright, yeah, totally, here we go. Oh, no, just another Dragon Avis.
This won't be easy.
Over here!
Alright, I'm gonna want to wait for those to be recharged before I engage with this griffin.
Yeah, it's over.
Ouch. Good God. 3 bloody hides. Oh my God. These are almost recharged. A couple more fights and I'll be fine. Well, when charged magic is that much faster, maybe it's worth using. How... Alright. How deep in do I have to get?
Alright.
Guys, I really don't want to fight you. Okay. Perfect parry. So it might, yeah, no, I know it'll take some exploration, but at least as long as I'm around here, generally it should be visible on the map. Jesus Christ, Clive. Get your anger under control, my guy.
It's over. Over here.
Perfect teamwork, guys. A chronolith is detected nearby. Of course! A chronolith. Oh, man.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Oh, hey, an obelisk. This will be nice to have. Alright. Let's kick some ass. Here we go. Oh, I didn't even see it up there. Nah, it's fine. It'll be fine. I'll be fine.
We'll have to wait.
Oh,
look sharp.
second wind!
There we go. Easy! It wasn't even hard, except for all the difficult parts of the fight. Stats are getting up there. Scarletite, one of the hardest metals known to man. They can't... Dude, you can't start with these fucking clamshells that you tell me are like the most tough material known to goddamn man. You know what? And the worst part is the fight would have been over faster had I not preemptively fucked up Judgment Bolt twice in a row. I don't know how we can keep getting harder and tougher than the hardest and the toughest. How much tougher and harder can we go? One of the hardest metals known to man, scarletite, is highly sought after by those with the means to pay its exorbitant asking price, a price determined not by its rarity, but rather due to the fact that a forge must employ no fewer than 5 healthy bearers to produce flames hot enough to melt the ore, at which time it takes upon the deep scarlet hue from which it takes its name. Neat. Could have played better, still won.
Something there, boy.
Hey, that's the master smith. Or craftsman or whatever. I need to pet my dog. My dog did a good job.
Fetch!
Cute. Wounded Tanner. Dude's a tanner by trade. Of course you're gonna do a worse Purist than...
That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
You do smell like
from
piss.
What I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Why can't I just recruit this guy?
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do.
I'd also say it's the
Short
least you
of
can do.
showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
You're making shit up,
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do.
Thanks.
And thank you.
Loser.
Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
It's about damn time. Okay, nothing else to do here. Dude, how do I get out of here? Oh, damn, there we go. I want to see what this unlocks for me. And then, just because I've been up all fucking day, I think that'll be it for me. But, I mean, that's like an hour and 20 minutes of solid progress after a 40-minute recap, and then I can just stream from here.
And with a bit of luck, Clive might even find the geezer.
Hey, I found the geezer.
How'd it go, Clive?
5,000 gil of material
does
and
the
give us like
hunt continue?
500 of leather in return. I know, fucking asshole.
And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
A sample of supple hide, dressed to the artisan Camille's exacting standards. It has nary a trace of the barnyard musk of lesser leathers, instead smelling faintly of rose hips. So this dude's like a super tanner, and he's like, oh, I'm just a lowly little shit maker. It's like...
You're joking.
You know?
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it.
Oh, of course he did.
Times two. No wonder it's tough.
Why didn't you figure that out,
Ordinary
idiot?
oil is used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me.
I think you're making it up.
I'm glad you're happy.
Is this pixel perfect?
Clive, you didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
Sure did.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Army upgraded.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
You're so welcome. Drake Slayer's belt design draft. Necessary for crafting the Drake Slayer's belt. Yep, I knew that. Thank you. Can I make it right now? Yes, I figured, yes, I know that. If you give me drafts to something I can make, I'm sure that you're telling me, hey, go make it. What is Electrum? Oh, I gotta get it from a... Okay. I've got the Scarletite, now I need the Electrum. Fantastic. Alright.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad. All the bloody dust.
Then they wouldn't be Deadlands. Alright, Napple a day. Lad from the yard ran up a basket of martels just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. Was a time you'd catch none but Sid supping on these, what for their foul bite. But for him it never would it never were about the flavor, but about what they represented, our ability to make it on our own. And look at us now. Sid would be proud. Sure fucking would, dude. My Lord Marquess, I once again ask for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at the Lazarus. We took the Marquess title. No. Wait, no. What the fuck? It was No, Marquess. We are just... That's our title. My Lord Marquess. Right. My mistake. I once again ask you to forgive my men for your welcome back at the Lazarus, but certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed into Stillwood those many years ago, a true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and am proud to stand alongside you once again. Punish Wade. The Dalmex and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they both realized what a stinking pile of chocobo shit they've stepped in. If I were a man to lay a wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I shall keep you appraised. Thank you, Gav. Alright. That's good for me. I'm gonna save there. Go. No, I can't loop? Okay, I can loop. Weird. Alright, we're gonna save there. I'm gonna end the stream here. Next time I won't need a 40-minute fucking intro to give you the entire scope of how the game's played out. Trying to go as fast as fucking possible on that one. I'm sure I missed 1,000 things, but we'll review it. Things will pop up. Oh, I completely ignored the Kingdom of Walode. Just don't worry about it. Whatever. Yeah, we'll play more 16. So what's on the roster right now? It's 16, Outer Wilds. There's another one I was streaming. Oh, Thymesia. Thymesia maybe will be a one-off. I didn't like it so much. I liked it, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll think about it. It's not necessarily out of the running. Alright, well, I'm going to end it here. If you are still watching, I hope that you have a good rest of your night. If you are watching this after the stream is over in post, hey, thanks for catching this this stream. I appreciate it. That's all I got. Tired. Gonna go to bed. Thanks for watching.